Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I'm going to be creating a really cute little fun fold card today with the vintage bug die set. I'm also going to be using some other dies from my stash, but this is the main star of the show, I guess. This vintage bug, so adorable. And of course, as always, you do get this layering guide with your lovely layers vintage bug. I also wanted to show you this storage option from Honeybee. They do have magnetic sheets with pockets. Look how strong this is. Like, you literally can shake this and the dies don't come off. So I highly recommend these magnetic sheets and storage pockets. I will link up to those in the description box below. Now I do have the pieces for the vintage bug die cut already and in my Spellbinders tray here. And I am going to have that layering guide here on the side as I put it together just as my guide so that I can see how this adorable little car goes together. I decided to go with kind of an aqua color palette for my vintage bug. I thought that was really cute, and with some accents of pinks and a little pop of black and gold here and there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of grip mat on my desk for my glue, and we're going to start to assemble this adorable little car. So this is the back piece, the base for the car, and so I have die cut that from a darker color of cardstock, and then I'm just going to start to put the tires together. I just squirted a little bit of my liquid adhesive out onto my little grip mat there so that I can pick that up with my pick tool if I need to just have just a small tiny little amount that I need here. And of course I'm using my tweezers and my pickup tool to help me along the way. So I did cut the hubcaps or the center of the wheels from some gold cardstock, and I'm just using my Honeybee pick tool just to pick up a little bit of that adhesive off of my mat and add that on, just so that I don't get too much adhesive and then ooze when I'm gluing down this gold cardstock here. So I'll just add that tiny little bit of adhesive, and then I'll just give that a really, really good press so that it adheres into place. Then, of course, I'm just going back to my layering guide and checking out what's suggested to go next. I die cut the little details for the wheel wells with some gold cardstock, and you can see that the wheel wells, I do have, or at least whatever this part's called, the part over the wheels, I am going to or I have die cut that from the lighter color cardstock. So I'm going to get these pieces added in. Again, just picking up that tiny little bit of glue. I don't want any ooze when I'm gluing down these mirror cardstock bits, because if you get the glue on your mirror cardstock, it's going to kind of not look so good. You can actually wipe that mirror cardstock off if you notice it right away, but I'm just trying to add a small amount. So this is the little die cut for the back tail light, and so I die cut that from some pink colored cardstock, and I am using Spellbinders cardstock here today. The lighter aqua is called Seaside, and the darker aqua is called Teal Topaz, and then it's just the gold mirror cardstock from my stash, and the pink cardstock I'm using here is the Dahlia cardstock from Spellbinders. All of that cardstock comes in that 48 pack of assorted colors, and that is available in the Honeybee shop. So I'm using a little bit of Salvage Patina Distress ink and a small blending brush just to blend on a little bit of ink detail onto those wheel wells, and in that way that's just going to give them a little bit more dimension. And you definitely wouldn't have to do this, but I just thought that it just added a little bit more to that area so that they stand out a little bit on that same color of cardstock as I layer these onto my sweet little bug. So once I've got that ink blending done, I'm just going to go ahead and start to adhere these pieces together. So I've just got that placed together there so that you can see how that looks and how that layers on top of the base. And then I'll just go ahead and adhere these down onto that car with some liquid adhesive. And of course, just using my tweezers, I'll pick it up and make sure that everything is straight and move it into place. The nice thing about most liquid glues is they will allow you just that little bit of time to wiggle things into place. So I've got that looking good, and we're ready to go ahead and adhere this onto the base of my vintage bug. So I'll just get a little bit of adhesive on there, and then you can see just how cool this lines up. It allows that windshield and that back window to show up really well. This is the Sweet Stax Rectangles die set from Honeybee. Fantastic die set. I use this all the time, and I'm going to use some of these pieces here to create mats and layers for my project. My card base is going to be out of Seaside cardstock. I'm going to cut this down to an A2 size top folding card base. So I'm cutting it at 4 1/4 at this point, and that is going to be the base for my Z fold card. I'm going to do a score line or a score here at 2 3/4 inches, and then again at 5 1/2 inches. And when I fold this together, that's going to make this a Z fold card. So I'm going to do a mountain fold, and then a valley fold, and I'll just use my bone folder to make sure those are nice and crisp folds. And now you can see how this folds into our Fun Fold Z fold card base. I'm using Dahlia and Bellini cardstock from Spellbinders to create my mats and layers for embellishing or creating the bases for the different details for my Z fold card. Now I'm going to take the smallest layer of cardstock, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine with this gorgeous Rustic brick wall embossing folder from Honeybee. And that's just going to give some detail behind my car. I'm going to kind of create a little bit of a scene on this these small cardstock layers. So I'll just go ahead and adhere this Bellini cardstock onto the Dahlia. So I did die cut these with the Sweet Stax rectangles. And it's great that those rectangle dies will allow you to cut mats and layers, which is perfect. And then that is going to fit really nicely onto the front fold of my card. This is the Lovely Layers window set. This is a really great set for creating all kinds of different projects, but look at all the details you can create. The little flowers, this little trellis, which I'm going to use as a fence, and then the bush die. So you can see here these sweet little bushes and the little florals that I'm going to add to them. And then that lattice, I'm going to use as a little fence. The lattice or trellis, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to use that as a fence detail. So I'm just using my pickup tool here to adhere those little flowers into place. And then here you can just see me trying these out and seeing how this is going to work together, because at this point I wasn't really sure. I was just trying it to see if this was going to look good. So I cut this little fence from white cardstock, and I'm going to adhere it just up a little bit on my background. And because I want to kind of make it look like the car is driving by this brick wall with this fence and bush detail in the background. So I'll just give that a really good press and make sure that's adhered. And you'll just slowly but surely see this little scene coming together here. And I'll just keep trying things and seeing if I like the way that they look. But I really love that little bush. I think that's super cute. And you can die cut the bush from whatever color of green cardstock. You could use the Spellbinders fern. I think I actually use Concord and Ninth Grasshopper for my bushes. And then I used Spellbinders chiffon for the little flowers. So I'm going to cut the little bush in half and just slowly but surely figure out where I want to place everything here and how I want this to look. So I cut the second little trellis piece. I cut that in half, and I'll just position that kind of on the other end of the little scene just to finish that off. And then I'm not worried about that center area because that's going to get covered up with the car. And so now I'm going to put some of the other bushes on the other end, just a little bit higher, so that they do show up behind my car. And I decide here in a bit to lower the placement of the car a little bit so that these different little bits that I'm putting in the background show up a little bit more. And I think it looks really cute in the end. So just getting everything placed and now just kind of looking at it on the card base to see how I like this, what I think is going to look good before I start gluing these other pieces down. Now, I did decide that this front flap looked a little bit plain, so I'm going to add a little bit of anti-static powder tool there. Then you can take some clear embossing ink, whether it's the Honeybee brand, Versamark, whatever you have in your stash. And I'm actually using a little flower from this Spring Wreath stamp set. You could use any set. This set's actually retiring and on a really good sale right now. So that would be a good one to pick up now. There is a coordinating die for that. But I'm just using the tiny little floral from that. And I'm going to just take a stamping block and stamp this ink out with this little flower just in random spots. And I'll actually do that on the center area of the card base as well. So on the last flap. And then I'm just going to emboss this with some white embossing powder. So this is just going to put a really subtle pattern on that background. And you could actually even just leave this just with that clear embossing ink. You wouldn't even have to emboss it. But I did think that the white embossing powder just looks really cute and really subtle. It doesn't compete really with anything. It just kind of adds in that nice pattern in the background. So I really like that. And I'm enjoying how this is all coming together at this point. I decided that I would repeat that embossing on the inside of the card as well. So now I am going to just place the matten layers there. You can see that that embossing just kind of peeks out around the edge there, which is fine. It doesn't have to be totally, in your face. It's just kind of really nice and subtle. So I like how this is looking. Again, I'm just trying it out and seeing the placement where everything should be glued down. And before I go ahead and commit to putting things into place. So that's about where things are going to be. So I'm going to start to glue things down. Now I did again die cut that same little fence trellis piece for the inside of the card because I did want to do a little bit of additional detail on the inside because it's going to be obviously a pretty big focal point of this card because it is a fun fold. I just felt like I wanted something on the inside as well. So I'm going to put some of those little bushes and that little trellis on the inside as well. And then I'll get this glued into place in the center of our last flap. I'm going to pop up my car with some dimensional adhesive. If you want this to be more flat for mailing, you probably won't want to do this, but I really like that dimension. And you can see here, I've decided to drop the car down a little bit. And then that just gives a really great spot for our sentiment as well. So I'm only going to put adhesive on the left side of the back of this little piece here. Obviously, you don't want the right side of it to be adhered down. And now you can just see that fun fold, Z fold flap and how that works. It's super, super cute. Now, I did take one of the little dies from the Lovely Layers windows and I created just a little handle for the car door out of some gold cardstock. And there wasn't a die with the vintage bug. I just used these little dies here from the Lovely Layers window set for that little handle. And then I just decided to put another little flower back in there just to finish off that bush in that way. So I really love that. I like how that looks. And I decided to use the Well Played Sir sentiment set. This is really great. This is from the most recent release. I love this happy retirement, but there's so many fantastic sentiments here that work really well with the 2 car dies that are part of the release as well. So really fun. There's a birthday sentiment there and just some other really, really unique sentiments. I love the fonts with this set too. And of course, there's a coordinating die set, which is fantastic. And so that allows you to die cut your sentiments out, which is great. So now I've got that heat embossed with gold, stamped and heat embossed on white, and I've cut a couple of extra layers just to make this a little bit more dimensional. So I'm just going to take my liquid adhesive and my tweezers. I'm going to get these layers all adhered together. And then I'll go ahead and glue this onto my card just above the car on that brick wall. So I think that's a great spot. It's kind of the logical place for that sentiment to go. You could add some sequins to this project or any of the other little details that you like to add to your cards. But basically that's going to finish off my card today, and I really enjoyed this process. Now when you open this up, there's a really logical spot where you can put your message to the recipient. You could actually either do that above that trellis or on the middle section of this card. Friends, I did link up in the description box below to the products that I've used from the Honeybee shop, so make sure you check those out. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a chance to get crafty really soon. Stay well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.